And then it came to the most shameful moment of the entire debate, which to me was also the most definitive and defining moment of the debate, as well as a snapshot of where the entire wretched QOP is today.
But we are going to take a brief moment and talk about the elephant not in the room.
Former President Trump has been indicted in 4 different states on 91 counts. He will be processed tomorrow in Georgia at the Fulton County Jail for charges relating to the 2020 election loss.
You all signed a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee. If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice? Please raise your hand if you would.
And the hands went up in this order: Vivek Ramaswamy, Nikki Haley, Uncle Tom, or Tim Scott, and Doug Burgum. While this was going on, rancid Ron DeSantis looked first to his right, where there were no hands raised, then to his left, and when he saw 4 hands raised on his left, he then quickly raised his hand. Absolutely pathetic. And then Mike Pence, the guy who many wanted to kill on January 6th, raised his hand in support of the guy who was responsible for those who wanted to kill him. Chris Christie and Asa Hutchinson did not raise their hands, but 6 did. 6 Republican candidates who are running to lead a country founded on the rule of law and has depended on the rule of law to preserve its democracy. They told anyone who was watching that they would not honor the rule of law, they would not honor our democracy when it comes to a guy they know in their heart of hearts has betrayed their country and is a traitor to it. To me, that immediately disqualified those 6 candidates, including, sadly, Nikki Haley. And you know, that was a question that shouldn't have even had to be asked. And the fact that Fox would even ask it just reminded me of their complicity in this whole mess, as they have repeated, amplified, and even excused and defended every damn one of Trump's attacks on our democracy and the institutions necessary for its survival. And what's sadder than this response to this question should be disqualifying is the fact it won't be. In fact, the overwhelming majority of the people in the audience applauded when the shameful 6 raised their hands. And as much as Trump's mega brain-dead cult base like to call themselves patriots, they are anything but. They are as complicit in Trump's crimes and atrocities as President Treason Weasel himself. And I'm sorry if they're brainwashed, if they're willfully ignorant, or if they're aware of exactly who and what Trump is and just don't care. I don't care. Complicity in sedition and or treason is still complicity. No one ever forced any of these mooks to isolate themselves inside their right-wing propaganda hate media bubble and echo chamber, whose business model has always been to lie to their audience on behalf of the then GOP, now QOP, and of late, Donald Trump.